Linda Carroll dreamed of happiness. She woke to heartbreak. The dream involved a loving man and a small, cozy room and youth and hopefulness and the thrill of a future filled with untold wonders began almost instantly to slip away, wispy fragments dissipating into the recesses of her mind. She grasped desperately at those fragments, trying to hold them together, but she may as well have been trying to catch mist with her hands. Within seconds, the dream was gone. She was left with only a vague sense that she'd been in a happy place, a place that was not real. A full bladder was to blame for pulling her from her dreams. With a groan and a whispered curse, she disentangled herself from her sheets and blanket and placed her bare feet on the gritty carpet. The master bath was a few steps away. The bit of light that slipped past her blinds provided enough illumination to navigate around the piles of clothing on the floor. She relieved herself, then made her way downstairs. The house was big, far too big for a 64-year-old woman living alone, but she lacked the energy or the motivation to find a more appropriate living space, if living was even the word. Dying space would be more apt. And when it came to dying, did square footage make a difference? So, do it then, coward. Quit moping and do it already. She trudged through the living room and past the dining room, her footsteps slow. Fatigue and tiredness always seemed to drag at her, no matter how many hours she slept. And she slept most of the time. She passed the kitchen, the den, the family room. When she reached the home office, she hesitated. Its door was closed. As always, the room repulsed her viscerally, even as it beckoned to her. As a defense attorney, she'd spent a lot of time in her home office, maybe more than she spent in her actual office. The big desk in there still held some files and transcripts. Detritus she had not bothered to throw away. The desk held something else as well. She opened the door, almost lost her courage in the doorway, forced herself forward. A musty smell filled her nostrils. On the desk was a box. She pulled out a chair and sat down. She opened the box, her hands trembling, and looked inside at the neatly labeled pill bottles. Once, Carol had considered herself a strong woman, a pioneer in her field, running her own practice and proving herself as she piled up the courtroom victories, each more improbable than the last. Now, all she wanted was for her name to be forgotten. And it had been, mostly.